Sim racing is exploding in South Africa. Every single week, more and more drivers are joining the grid. But of course, most people will know South Africa for rugby tackles like this, or for watching drickers kicking ass like this. But I bet what most of you didn't know is that we can also build sim rigs like this. Hey guys, welcome back to Virtual Motorheads. I'm sitting on the Apex Pro rig that is built by simulatorcave.com right here in South Africa. I've had the privilege to enjoy this rig for the last couple of months so that I can give you an in-depth review, and you will even see that the rig is good enough to compete with the best out there on the international market. So let's dive right in. Let's start with the foundation. The Apex Pro rig is built on a 135 by 45 millimeter aluminium frame. I mean, look at this thing. This looks so sturdy that not even an earthquake can move it. To put that in perspective, the industry standard is 80 by 40 millimeters. The difference doesn't just look bigger on paper. When you see the thickness side by side, you understand just how much extra strength is built in. This means zero flex, even with high torque direct drive bases. For comparison, the standard Apex rig is 90 by 45 millimeter, and this Apex Pro takes it up to 135 by 45. So you can actually feel the difference, especially when you are mid-corner fighting a 15 to 20 Newton meter torque wheel. This rig stays planted. Another clever design choice is how the frame is bolted together. Instead of using bulky brackets, it uses internal M12 bolts. That keeps the frame cleaner and makes it stronger. Add to that an integrated cable management system, and suddenly your rig doesn't just perform, it looks like a clean, professional build. The steering column on the Apex Pro is not just bigger, it's smarter. They've used 90 by 45 aluminium profile, which doubles the strength over standard columns. That means less vibration, more comfort. On top of that, Simulator Cave sent me 2 dedicated mounting solutions, and that's where things get interesting. First, the front mount design, which in this case is meant for the Moza R9 and R12 direct drive bases. As you can see, it mounts right through the front with these 4 bolts straight into the base. Not only does it look cleaner, but it also channels the torque more directly into the frame. It's machined from solid 20 millimeter and 10 millimeter aluminium with tilt, reach and height adjustability. You can dial in up to 40 degrees of tilt in seconds for the perfect driving position. But if you're running Thrustmaster, Logitech, Fanatec, SimuCube, or even your Moza R16, R21, Simulator Cave has got you covered. This universal version is also machined aluminium with a pre-drilled 10 millimeter base plate. It handles basically every wheelbase on the market. That means whether you're running an entry-level Logitech or a top-tier SimuCube, the rig adapts with this universal base plate. Between the reinforced column and these heavy-duty mounts, the steering feels absolutely solid. No flex, no play, just pure connection to the wheel. And honestly, with this setup, the only flex you'll find is in your arms when you are fighting the wheel to take your GT3 car around those tight corners. Walking towards this rig gets me excited. The seating geometry is taken straight from Porsche GT and Porsche 911 cars. That means when you sit down, it feels instantly right. You're not fiddling for half an hour trying to dial in angles. It just works. The rig is designed for drivers between 1.4 and 2.05 meters tall and supports up to 150 kilograms. So whether it's you, your kids, or a friend jumping in, everyone fits. A lot of rigs fall short when it comes to the pedal mount system, and the Apex Pro has two options. First option, as you can see, is the hinged option. You just loosen the hand nuts, adjust your angle, and tighten again. The hinge, which is attached to the front of the pedal, tilts up for easy cable access, which means no more lying on your back under the rig like a mechanic changing oil. But if you don't like that style, Simulator Cave can also provide you with additional 30 by 30 profiles and brackets so that you can hard mount your pedals on the rig. The different options are brilliant because it allows you to choose the option that matches your driving style. Now let's talk screens, monitors. The Apex Pro rig standard screen mount works with anything from 27-inch monitors all the way to 43-inch TVs up to 26 kilograms. Adjustment is made very easy thanks to the hand nut system, and there's a built-in bar that helps you keep your cables tucked away neatly. If you want immersion, the triple screen mounts are where things start to get interesting. It connects directly to the VESA frame and gives you fine adjustment in 8 directions, including yaw, for perfect bezel alignment. Here you can shift height, reach, and angle in seconds. The arms are 90 by 45 profile, so there's no flex. So if you're on singles or triples, the system grows with you. And once again, everything looks tidy out of the box. Every cockpit needs room for extras. The keyboard and mouse tray is a 5mm aluminium plate which is hinged. So when you're climbing into the cockpit, you can move it out the way, and as soon as you seat it, you can move it right back to get it closer to you. I've opted for the Logitech K400 wireless keyboard with touchpad. Works like a charm. There's even room for your coffee mug. Just make sure you don't spill your coffee when you're going up en rouge. The shifter bracket is also done smartly. It sits higher on the A-frame. It also doesn't move under load. It's compatible with Fanatec, MOZA, Thrustmaster and Logitech. And as you can see, I've got the MOZA HTP shifter on here and the HPP handbrake. They fit nicely next to each other. And if you're not a H-pattern shifter kind of guy, but you are a sequential shifter kind of guy, then that'll fit nicely next to your handbrake. And finally, the console and PC stand. This bolts directly to the VESA frame, holds up to 15 kilograms and keeps your hardware off the floor. As you can see, I decided to mount it on the side of the rig. I mean, I would like to see my PC, especially if it looks as cool as this one. Simulator Cave also went the extra mile for me. They sent me additional profile and brackets to mount my button box. And even supports for my soundbar. These aren't standard parts. They made them happen because I needed them. That's the advantage of working with a local company that cares. If you've got something unique that you'd like to mount, Simulator Cave will make a plan to get you sorted. Now, let's talk about the seat. This seat is called the VENOM GTR. It's a fiberglass bucket with a green shell that looks aggressive and stands out beautifully against this black frame. It's snug, supportive, and designed to keep you in place during heavy sim racing sessions. The padding is comfortable enough for endurance racing without being too soft. And with harness cutouts already in place, you're ready for motion upgrades later. The VENOM GTR doesn't just complete the rig, it makes it feel like a proper racing machine. And let's be honest, sitting in this, you feel like a racing driver. Guys, that wraps up my in-depth review of the Apex Pro Sim Rig. Massive thank you to simulatorcave.com for allowing us to use the Apex Pro and review all sim racing equipment on it going forward. If you want to check them out, links are in the description below. And as always, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.